Hey guys, it's Rena. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a different kind of video for you guys. I don't typically do like story time-ish type things, and I don't even really have a solid story time. It's not really that format. I just really wanted to talk to you guys about an experience I had this past weekend at my local Sephora. And honestly, I don't have a ton of great experiences at Sephora. Like I kind of dread going in there sometimes because either I get kind of an elitist vibe from there, or I have people kind of like watch me really closely, and that's just typically like the experience I've had at Sephora's in the past. And I've been shopping at Sephora probably since I was 15, 16. Obviously wasn't getting anything too crazy back then, but like, just going in with my mom or, cousins or whatever, like I've gone to Sephora for a long time. And I've honestly never had an amazing experience. Like, I've never had an experience where I felt 100% comfortable walking in and just, looking around without feeling like people were maybe watching or judging or whatever. It's just sometimes that happens, and I find it to happen more at Sephora than I do at places like Ulta. But this past weekend, I had a great experience. So I wanted to share it with you guys because I figured, there's a lot of negative stories out there about people going to Sephora and MAC especially. And I just wanted to kind of give a more positive spin on it. Obviously, I just told you I have had negative experiences there, so definitely have experienced that myself. So I totally get those situations. But here's the deal. So you guys know there was a 15% off sale that was going on for VIBs and VIB Rouge, and 10% if you were a Beauty Insider. So I wanted to take advantage of this. I actually for a long time didn't think I was going to use my coupon because I had used my 20% off at Ulta to buy a couple things, and I'm hopefully going to have a big haul for you guys because it's quite a considerable amount of things for me, like compared to what I normally would haul. So I was like, I'm not going to get anything from Sephora. I don't really need anything, and I don't need anything besides like my Josie Maran cleanser, which I didn't even end up buying. But whatever. But there was something that I've been wanting for a long time that I kind of pushed to the back burner because it's not something that is necessarily super exciting or like, super unique or anything. But I've been seeing it a lot in like decluttering videos and, like collection videos and stuff. The people really loved it, and I knew that it was good, but I guess I didn't realize how good until I had tried another one of this brand's palettes recently and fell back in love with their stuff. So I decided that I wanted the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. So this is what it looks like. I have the metal packaging. It went up $2, so it was $48, but I had the coupon off, so it made it pretty reasonable. But yeah, now it's this plastic packaging. It has the names of the shadows printed on the back. Really wish they had printed them on the inside. I just hit myself on the chin. That was embarrassing. But I've been using this for the, I got it on Saturday, so I used it yesterday and today, and I really love it. My God, it applies so easily. That's not the point of this video. I'm wearing it today, by the way. Really beautiful look. I think, like, I just kind of followed this standard combination that the palette suggests, kind of, and it was super easy to apply, and I use brushes that are very like light and fluffy, so they're not as dense, so they don't pack the pigment on as opaque, and still it was perfect. So I'm really impressed with that. Maybe I'll do a review on that later, but that's not the point of this video. So, I go in and I'm with my fiance, and we get greeted like 4 times, and not in a way that's like, what are you guys doing, like watching. Like sometimes Sephora's are like that, and I've read stories on Reddit about people feeling like they were being watched or whatever, and that's kind of how sometimes it can be. But these were just genuine. At least I felt they were genuine, like hellos, is there anything I can help you with, how are you doing, have you been helped, blah blah blah. And that was nice, but that's not even the reason why I'm making this. I was just kind of bumming around. I went and I got the palette I wanted. So what I had come there for was already like achieved essentially. And I was just kind of playing around with some newer things that had come out, like the Urban Decay Vice Special Effect top coats that they recently put out. There was a whole display of them above the Vice lipsticks. And so I wanted to play and swatch, whatever. So I did that. And a sales representative came up to me, and she just, you know, asked me if there's anything she could help me with, if I was looking for anything, you know, whatever. And I'm just like, well, actually, I think it was because my fiance was looking at the fragrance behind me, because the men's fragrance was right behind the Urban Decay display. And so I was just like happily swatching away, you know. I had bought White Lie in my Ulta order, so I just wanted to see what it looked like. And he just said, oh, you know, no, I'm just looking around. I, you know, was really interested in this fragrance. It was an Invictus. And she was like, oh, okay, well, if you're interested in that, you know, you should try this. And she was just really, really personable. And sometimes I don't love, like, just talking to sales representatives because, like, I don't know, social situations aren't the best for me, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. But she was, like, so, I can't explain. She just had a really good aura about her and a really good personality that made her really approachable. And, you know, I stopped swatching my stuff because, you know, I wanted to check out the fragrances that Devin, my fiance, was looking at. And I walked around, you know, with her, and she was so sweet and so nice. And, you know, she let us go after telling Devin about a couple things, and we went back to looking at some other things. And then I was like, you know what, I really want to go smell Coco Mademoiselle, because that's, like, a perfume I've always wanted, but never buy. I always want it. And so she pulled it out from the drawer underneath, and she, like, well, she saw me standing over by the perfume and asked if there's something I was looking for in particular. I told her Coco Mademoiselle, and she went and found it for me, and she sprayed it, and she was, like, telling me all these stories about how a couple came in, and they were looking for their wedding perfume, and this one woman picked it up for her wedding day perfume, which I definitely understand, because it just has such a fresh, feminine, but, like, not overbearing scent, and I thought that was a perfect idea. And then she said that, you know, a follower came in looking for a perfume for his daughter, like, as a first perfume, and it was, like, a classic. And I was like, yeah, that's, like, exactly the word I would describe this perfume as, is classic. And we were just having, like, a really good conversation, and she asked me, you know, what are some other scents that you're interested in? And I was like, oh, I like fresh, fruity, but not overbearingly fruity scents, you know. I told her I really like DKNY Be Delicious, but even that can be a little much at times, even though it's, like, my favorite scent. And so she showed me this fragrance by Hermès called I'm not going to be able to say it, guys. Un Jardin sur les Toits. Basically, like, a garden, and it's based off of the Hermès headquarters in Paris, which is, like, a rooftop garden. And it was perfect. It's, like, this apple, but, like, pear, but also with a hint of, like, grass and, like, just leaves and gardens. It just, like, perfectly embodies how you'd picture a Paris garden to smell like. And it was just amazing, basically. But she then, what really blew me away is she was like, well, do you guys want samples? And I'm not used to that happening there. Like, I know that people can ask for them, but I've never been offered. And so I always found it really awkward to even approach and ask for one. And so, especially with perfume. And honestly, what I was expecting were those pre-made ones that the manufacturer gives to companies, you know, to give out a sample. So, like, if you were ordering from Sephora online, you could choose, like, 3 options, you know. I was expecting those. No. She, like, pulled out from underneath these little sample bottles, like, with the spray and everything, you know, and went up to the perfume bottle and just, like, started filling it up. And she asked Devin if he wanted one, and he got a sample of the Invictus, and she gave it to me in, like, this little Sephora scent sampler, which I didn't even know was a thing. But it is. It's a thing they do, because I don't really look at their fragrance that often. It's not really the reason I go to Sephora, you know. But I'll just cover up her name. It doesn't really matter, I guess. But just in case, it has, like, different types of fragrance on here, so you could, like, check which ones you like, and then the fragrance assistant, whatever, would go and, like, say, okay, well, you like fresh citrus and fruits and fresh aquatics. Let me go find more that, you know, fit this and give you samples. So, she just put the little samples in here, and this is what it looks like. It's just, it has the name of the perfume on it and the different types, so it's fresh, you know, is underlined, and it just has a little sprayer. I have already used this twice. I think it has at least 2 more uses in it. At least. She filled it up a lot, which I thought was really generous. I don't know what their policy is, but like, I can use that at least 4 times, which I think is a more than generous sample because, you know, I think samples of fragrance are really important because fragrance smells so different on different people because of skin chemistry. So I think it's really cool, and I think it's cool that, you know, the sample is big enough to use 4 times, which is also important because day to day, your skin chemistry and the way your skin and pH and everything is acting that day can really affect the way that something smells on you. I've had things smell amazing one day and terrible the next, and it can be related to anything like if you're sick or if you have your period, especially stuff like that can really affect the way that scents smell on you. But I think this is awesome. So she was just so sweet. We had to have talked to her for at least 20 minutes, and I've never really stayed in a Sephora that long. I mean, I have, but recently not so much. I am very big about buying things online. If I can avoid having to go to the store and actually buy it and like talk to someone, this sounds horrible, but like I'll avoid it and I'll order it online, and if I have to return it, I'll go to the store. But like, I was really close to ordering this online, and I'm really glad I didn't. I'm really glad I didn't because I had such a good experience in the store, and I never have that, and I felt so compelled that I filled out the survey and everything, like named her, you know, by name so that they know who she is, and came on here because I just wanted to like tell you guys a positive story about Sephora, you know. I think a lot of times we have a lot of negative experiences, and those sometimes get highlighted, and I have had them too. I've had them myself, I know, but I wanted to come on and tell you guys about something that happened that was good. You know, that was really awesome. And it wasn't just me. Like Devin, he said that he had a great time, that she was really helpful, and he was really as shocked as I was when we got this sample, this little scent sampler. Like, we were really shocked. Yeah, so I guess that's all I have to talk about. It was just really great. Everything went smoothly. Even the cashier at the end, like sometimes, you know, it doesn't seem like they put a lot of effort. I mean, I know what it's like to be a cashier. I was a cashier for almost 4 years. So I know it's not, you know, a fun job all the time, but she was really sweet, and I didn't even have to show her my coupon. She looked at my account, saw, she said, oh, you know, Marina, I'm going to use your code, you know, whatever. We're going to use your VIB code, you know, here you go. And I didn't have to hassle with showing her the email. She was really sweet. I got tons of compliments in the store about my shorts that I was wearing, which were like Black Milk, the Octopus Garden shorts, and so it was just really good. I don't know, everyone was really positive that day. Maybe it's been a change of managers. I don't know if it's because it was a Saturday. I'd been in there before one other time, very, very briefly, just asking about if they had something that was coming out around the holidays, and it was not a very warm reception in there, so I was honestly shocked. But it really was mostly because this woman in the fragrance department was amazing. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and unfortunately she was so good that now I really want this Hermes Un Jardin sur la Toile perfume, which is so expensive. So I got me hooked on something I can't have, you know. But anyway, I hope this was entertaining at least to somebody, or maybe just gave you more hope for Sephora, Ulta, whatever, that there are some good ones out there, you know. And maybe I'll have something up on this palette soon. We'll see. I gotta give it some more time. I gotta use all the quads. I've used 2 quads. Today's the neutral one. Haven't used the warm one because you guys know I don't do warm that much. But anyway, this has been a very long video just for me to tell you about a good experience at Sephora. So I'm gonna hop off, and I hope you guys are having a good day. See ya.